Man, hold up.
What you finna ask me? So don't ask me nothing inappropriate.
Of them do, but it's like, look, so I'm gonna say 2 out of 10.
God damn, Papa, not Papa. Hey, welcome to the Trill Academy Podcast. Class is now in session, and today I got 2 special guests with me, ending off the year. All right, who we got?
Shay with the Neapolitan Scoop Podcast. Shout out Stephen Rose.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Big Ant, the spokesman, Urban Politicians TV. Y'all know what's going down, man.
They do know what's going down, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
sure.
to, hey, we're gonna get your flowers too while you're here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
See, you been out here trending, so hey, man.
Yeah,
let them boys know, man. Speak that talk,
No,
man.
I appreciate all the support that everybody giving, man. It's love, dog. It's love. So I appreciate anybody that's locked in, all the supporters, all the viewers, anybody that's catching the videos, anybody that's watching on the channels, commenting, however you engaging with anything I'm dropping, most def, I appreciate it. So
it is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about some other people that's getting a lot of support and giving a lot of support. Strippers out in Portland. Shout out to the strippers in Portland. They are the #1 donors right now of Torch for Tots and giving to the hospital, man. So hey, who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? The most charitable people in the world, strippers.
It's cool that they giving back. I mean, if they can afford to, they in a financial place to do so. You know, you hear a lot about strippers getting half their money taken and stuff. So if they can still, like, I don't know how true that is, but
Not in Portland,
you gotta pay the
obviously.
house. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what city you're in, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I heard a lot of them actually take home a lot of their money too. Like you said, depending on the city. So, I mean, if you can still afford to give it back and you, hey, it's for a good cause, I'm for it.
Y'all talking about Houston, Atlanta, Vegas is Portland, baby. Portland out there. They throwing the ones out there.
They say, they handing it over. They ain't even getting it took. It's a part of the game.
Part
You
of the
feel me?
game.
So, hey, I salute anybody that's paying it forward, though.
Yeah.
They keeping it in rotation.
Yeah.
Dudes is getting their money however they get their money, whether it be job, business, or whatever. And they going and giving it to them, and then they paying it forward. So
paying
it's
it
a
forward,
cycle.
man.
It's a cycle.
'Tis the season, right?
Yeah,
Tis
shout out
the
to
season.
the strippers that
Shout out
are
to the
paying it
strippers.
forward, and shout out to them that percentage of strippers that's trying to figure it out and get up out that situation.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And the ones that don't have that option, you know, they handing it over. You know, as I got older, I did realize how important it is for certain women to have a manager.
There you go.
You know, I used to be kind of young. I never just like was deep into thinking about being a pimp. Like the mindset that they have, I'd be like, they some cold niggas. You feel me? That's a cold game. But then you realize a lot of those girls are gonna be selling themselves regardless, and they looking for a pimp regardless. Some of these girls made dudes become pimps. If you didn't know that, and then you just see right there where a lot of them, they decision making. If you didn't talk to them before, they really do need a lot of guidance, man. A lot, like straight up.
Wait, so question, you said they need a manager, then you refer to a pimp. Is there a difference? Because I mean, when I hear pimp, I think, bitch, you better go make my mother
There
money.
is a difference. It's a difference, but there's a difference. And a manager's more of a professional way of saying it. Where hey, I'm kind of maybe supplying the gigs for you.
Yeah.
Now all pimps ain't go out there and they ain't all beating their girls and things like this. That's more of the guerrilla pimping lane.
Yeah.
But certain women like this one girl, what's her name? Ja Morant. She needs somebody to guide her in the way. Any woman you seen that exposed a rich dude on the internet, that's the reason why pimps can be seen as necessary. Because if you having high level, multi-million-dollar clients, if he paid you some money for services, you gonna be a hoe regardless, because that's who you are. Unless you're trying to change, you should never go out that man. You doing bad, terrible business and hurting yourself in the future. You're a contractor. Why would you go display private business and mess up possible business ventures that you could have because you in your feelings and you dealing with emotions?
Yeah.
A man that can manage those emotions for you could say, well, hey, we'll find another way. oh, we're going to take that L right now, but we don't want to blow our cover and make other multi-million-dollar dudes stray away from us. So if you in that lane and you not about to change, because a lot of the women are not about to change.
Yeah.
Now, they want to change, or I'm not saying this for the women that's being held captive and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm talking about the women who got their mind set up, they want to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Not the sluts. No, sluts are girls who fuck for free. Hoes are girls that sell it.
Get set
You
for
understand what I'm
money.
saying? So we just, it's just
They
a lot
got
of
a portfolio in the game.
Yeah. I'm not,
like-
hey, do you though? It's life. This is what goes on.
I think the word though we probably because wording matters, right? I think the word we're probably looking for is mentorship, right?
Mentorship.
Need some guidance.
Manager's the software that said guidance. She needs some guidance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big Brother
mentorship.
program. You know?
Yeah. Role model. However you want to word it.
That's
man.
crazy.
Role model.
So look, since it is the season, we're gonna talk about I don't know how y'all spent y'all holidays.
Yeah.
You know, we got one more coming up, but a lot of people are moving away from the big family holiday get-togethers, man. So can y'all tell us the reason why that's been the case? 'Cause I've seen a lot of outcry for it, right? And a lot of people are responding like, "Man, I ain't doing it." So whatever.
I feel like it's a lot. I think the older generation was the ones that like for instance, in my family, everybody used to come to my grandma's house and my papa, and like everybody, like from her brothers and sisters, whoever had their family, they would all come there. But then once they start to die off, like RP my papa, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, and then they have, in my experience, their kids are very traumatic. You know what I'm saying? They don't get along. They're always fighting about something. You know what I'm saying? But then you have my generation that we get along. Yeah. So it's like you had that one, and they had the traumatic one, and you had the ones who just want to do it. But I just feel like it was the older generation that brought everybody together. And then you have my mom, which is the next generation. It's just like, can't nobody get on one accord? Everybody's always beefing. And it's not my generation. We cool. You know, like just this last holiday, my sister, who's 10 years younger than me, she decided to host Thanksgiving at her house where her and her best friend cooked. Hey, I don't want to be the one to host nothing, and I'm the oldest one. I don't want to do it. But hey, I'm glad she decided to do it. My cousin usually do it, and they're both younger than me. I'm proud of that. Good for them. I'm happy to show up, pull up, bring us something. But it's just, I feel like it's the generations that was all about family and togetherness. They kind of died off, and then that next generation kind of was like, F it. And then it's going to take our generation to start that shit back up, in my opinion.
But you just say you don't want to host.
I don't want to host. Hell no. That's why I got my sister and my cousin. They do it. They're still, my generation is just not me, because I'm not about to be cooking all damn day.
I got you.
No, I'll bring something.
We can order food now, man.
I'll make banana pudding.
We can order something.
Y'all just think it go case by case, family by family.
True.
Ones that had like a lot of siblings in that older generation, theirs last a little bit longer, as opposed to some like nowadays people don't have 8 or 9 brothers or sisters, or like the grandparents or the other older generations did, where it was like a lot more families with 7, 8 to 12 siblings and things like that. So that playing a role in it. Then people be like, man, I'm off today. I ain't got time for it. Like, that be going on. Then, like she said, people falling out with each other. It's a lot of factors going on. Even the pandemic played a little bit of, even more of a little bit of a factor with it, and things like that. So certain families, they is linking up, as the ones that them old grannies is still around, they still pulling up over there deep. You know what I'm saying? And man, we gonna go to granny house. We gonna go over there. Where y'all gonna be at? Man, we gonna be over here. We gonna be at my auntie house. Like, that's still going on. It just ain't as much now. And everybody done got older. Them traditions, they kind of fade away a little bit.
They eroding a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think the respect for granny and grandpa is what kept a lot of that alive, right? And when I say respect for them, I'm saying because, like you said, with the little tensions and beef, right? Even though like you did something to that cousin or you did something to that uncle, the auntie, whatever, your respect for them grandma and grandpa still had you pull up,
right?
Without them being there for a lot of families now, that respect is gone. So it's like, man, I'm not pulling up. Like, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did that out of love for grandpa and grandma. You know what I mean? Lucky I ain't stuff you out while we was there. You know what I mean? But I did that respect for them. And I think a lot of the time, the grandpa and the grandma had, if they would have actually like been like patriotic, show the patriarchy in their family and sat these people down that had the tension because they knew this stuff was going on too, right? And sat them down and be like, man, let's ease this tension out. Let's talk about this. But they really, every time you look up, they was like, well, this ain't the place. This ain't the place.
Right.
But
kind of like pushing it under the rug,
right?
yeah.
And now you kind of eroded your family because it's never the place, right? It's never the right time to talk about this stuff. It's never the right time. So now you just avoid it now. Because it could have been the right place, like 2-3 months after it happened, right? And waiting year and year, now it's built up.
Yep.
And you looking at this motherfucker get the peas and shit, and you like, this motherfucker, yeah.
Dude, I do feel like I be trying to like fill that void. Like, hey, I know this is going on here, but maybe there's a middle part. Like, maybe we can just squash all that, you know. And it'd be one party that'll be like, oh, I'm willing to do this, and this other part be like, hell no, fuck that. Like, I'm not even trying to. My peace is more important than trying to fix this bond, bro. I just want everybody to be on the same roof, bro. Because I'm tired of trying to decide who house to go to.
There you go. I ain't got all that gas like that. You know? Do y'all feel like we going a little too hard with the protecting of the peace though? And I know this off of the beaten path where we was going, but do y'all think it's getting a little too out of hand with the protecting the peace? Because I think some people just throw that shit out there just to be throwing it out there.
Well, that's because
like
of social media,
right?
so you'll hear people. But protecting your peace is basically like, I'm gonna avoid trouble. Mm-hmm. But you know, people gonna say it in anything on social media. But all it is like, hey, even if you work with somebody you don't like, right? Mm-hmm. You got your job you go to, and you know them, that group over there, you don't rock with them. They sit at the table in the break room. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to go sit at this table in the other corner. Mm-hmm. You protecting your peace because you like, I know that's all that is, but people going to apply it to everything. Hey, I'm protecting my peace. When people go on their social media rants and da-da-da-da, it's just simple like, hey, I'm staying away from people that I don't see eye to eye with.
There you go. I just think sometimes like these things get thrown out on social media.
It's a phrase. It's a phrase.
Yeah, but like people be, like you say, they be overdoing it. They be using it for everything.
Yeah,
even when they in the wrong, they be like, I'll protect my peace.
It's a hashtag.
Apologize.
It's a hashtag, bro.
Narcissist.
Once it turns into a hashtag, it's gonna get used overly.
Overly, man. Don't even know what that means, but they be, I'm protecting my peace. Yeah. Hey, so speaking of somebody that might be protecting their peace, they just delete their social media. Could you run the clip? Nicki Minaj being introduced. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong clip, man. Wrong clip. Seem the same, though.
I got shoes. She pissed me off.
It seemed like the same. These WrestleMania
WWE.
Yes, these WrestleMania introductions that Turning Point is doing, right, for Nicki Minaj and whoever else they can get to come and coon on that stuff. Man, let's get into this, man, because first off, before I start really looking into this stuff, man, I ain't know Nicki Minaj was heavily surrounded by a whole bunch of, SA people. People that do a lot of sexual assaulting. I ain't know.
How you didn't know that?
I ain't looking into it. I know she married one. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just getting out of hand. Now. It seems like she got a circle of them around her. She's just carrying them around. So she went on the Turning Point. Did all the kissing up to Trump. Say he's this, he's dashing, he's handsome. Hey, teach his own. You know what I'm saying? How we feeling about this, man?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, dog.
Nicki Minaj is a gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
She's an idiot. She's lost.
I can agree with all that.
And she don't speak for the black community, and she don't speak for black women.
She don't have direction. There's no direction with her. She's just all over the place.
Lineage based as well, but I've heard that she's not an immigrant, as in she wasn't born in America, not just an immigrant lineage. I heard that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true or not. I know she's Trinidadian, which is fine. Like you from your people from another country, which that's fine, whatever. It's just when you get to talking like you speaking it on behalf and using black women references, when you say things like, I don't care if Nicki Minaj was a Trump supporter. I don't care if she's a Republican. That does not bother me at all. Like, whoever you vote for, that's your right. I'm educated. I have my information. I know the real about these things now. I'm not with the vote blue no matter who mindset. Yeah. So if you tell me, well, I'm a Republican and I voted for Trump and I'm a Trump supporter, okay, that's your choice. You're an American citizen. Now, once you start talking and you say things that are not true, then I'm going to take an issue with it. Vice versa. Same thing with Democrats.
Yeah.
If you're a Democrat, well, I'm a Democrat, okay, that's fine. But then when you start explaining it and having talking points that are not true, I'm going to call it out then. So she went up there and said things that were just gaslighting, and they were far right-wing talking points.
Oh, of course.
To a crowd of people that with Charlie Kirk didn't even like her. He didn't think that y'all represented us as black. He didn't stand for what black women rapped about, what they pushed. He didn't like rap music either. Yeah. Now, he did come out before and say when he seen her going on a rant in her tweets, oh, I like this, she's not controlled, whatever. But he didn't really rock with you like that. Nah. He had a lot of anti-black talking points, and what y'all don't get and understand, they're never going to call you a nigga anymore. Right. They're not going to call you a monkey. They're not going to call you an ape. They're going to find other ways to talk in circles and do it. So for her to go in there and say, as black women, what we went through with our looks and everything that we had going on and we had to overcome, who are we to tell white women this and this and that? That's not even a thing.
Thank you.
Nobody has had to endure on American soil what the black women have had to endure. So to try to act like that, that's one of their talking points. And plus, they've been pushing the narrative of white people shouldn't have to apologize for being white. That's what
we're gonna get into that.
That's what you were there for.
That,
That's what they had you there for, because you have a black face, but your antics, you sound high. Then this is just what people got to know. Her whole career is based off of the LG community, right? You've been with that community. You've been in support of it, defender of it. They've been your biggest supporters and everything.
They jump out the window for you.
They jump out the window for you. You was cool with that for 15 years as a rapper. But then you go onto this platform and you speak directly against it. So anybody watching this is going to say, well, what's really going on? Are you going to denounce your following? Or is it, you have something else going on behind the scenes and you're going against what you don't really believe? That's what makes you a sellout when you do that.
That's the pure definition of sellout.
When you go against things that you know that you don't believe in, but they gave you a script. If you look, my supporters pointed out to me, they felt that she had an earpiece in.
Somebody telling her what to say.
Telling her what to say. She all over the place. She pausing. She ain't making no noise. And all this. Boys will be boys. It's okay to be boys. It's okay to be boys, because to the right, they completely against that liberal mindset. I'm conservative myself in values. I'm not a Trumper. I never voted for a Republican. Probably never will. Never voted for Trump. None of these Republicans. Or I'm not a Democrat either. But what I want to say is I have conservative values off of how I was raised. Not all of my conservative values align with theirs, but the basic ones that they supposed to be, besides that racist stuff, I'm
talking about the core basis of a conservative, not that far right,
not that far right racist stuff, white power. No, but yeah.
What you want to say? Because you the black woman in the room. You can tell us what you feel about this.
First of all, when I saw she even came on this little situation, whatever this is, immediately when I saw she was talking to this lady, I just scrolled. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't want to hear shit she had to say. Because first of all, just hearing her rant on TikTok X. Just hearing her rant on X and how she just be calling out everybody like, bitch, I ain't even saying that to you today. Why you calling me out? Like, she calling out random people. I'm just like, I don't really know so I do feel like she is a sellout in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the LBGTQ.
Oh no, she's a pure sellout. This is definitely, because when people be talking about some sacrifice and this and that, no, this is pure sellout right here. This is what it is. Not no sacrifice, no goat and all that. This is A1 sellout.
She getting something on that back end, man.
No, dead ass. There's always
something. Don't know what it is.
It's either money or her ass trying to stay out of the fucking psych ward. I don't know which one it is, but I just find it's just crazy because, you know what I'm saying, like, she is a black lady, or I mean, she appears to be black, and it's just like you built your network off of people LGBTQ and all that, and you know for a fact that Trump is against all of that. He's against black people. He's against like us growing as a society. He's against like just a lot of things. And I'm just, I don't know what to say about her. Like, I'm lost for words, to be honest.
I tell you what to say, man. Nikki, man, okay, first off, Erica Kirk, y'all need to step to the side. Nikki been hating black women. You know, this
Bro, she beats with every black rapper in the industry.
You know, this right on brand. Actually, for if we really just been paying attention to her career, this right on brand for her.
Yeah.
She been hating on black women for it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Every black woman that came up in the game, she had a problem with it. Yeah. Just off the bat. Don't matter who it is. Boom, got beef with you. Don't matter.
Queen.
Right? I'm the queen, right?
If we be honest, Beyonce is the queen. But okay.
You know what's a weird thing about it too, man? Yeah. Everything that we say about Drake, right? Drake is a sellout. Drake is this. He's stiff in the culture. Nigga Minaj been doing that forever. Stealing for everybody culture, the LBGTQ culture, the black people culture. You know, and she the one flipping on everybody. At least Drake's still like here trying to get features and shit. Nigga Minaj just beef with everybody she come across. It's always a problem. You gotta watch people that every time you look up, they have a problem.
Yeah.
Every time
with everything.
With everybody, right? If you got beef with everybody, don't you look in the mirror and sometimes be like, you know what?
Maybe I am the problem.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me, man.
And she don't really fuck with people unless they kiss her ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was fucking with Sexy Red for a little while because Sexy Red was like, oh, that's my idol. Even like, what's that girl with
was Lotto?
No, Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She signed Ice Spice.
No, she didn't.
I thought she did.
No, Ice Spice signed a 10K.
Okay, well, I'm wrong. But but she still was fucking with her. Like, she did the whole music video and stuff with her.
She was hot. It made sense. And they know as the hip hop, the people, the casual fans and the people watching music, they don't get it and understand it. But when you more than a casual fan and you know how this stuff works, they have to try to attach her to some new talent.
Yep.
Because your ass going to become irrelevant if not.
You have to attach. She's newer. She's hot. Okay, this is that. That's why Ice Spice has a song with Taylor Swift because that's okay. She's new, she's hot. Her team is looked into it. How does this work? We have a song for them. Yeah. Okay, let's get it rolling. Put it on the table.
That's the marketing part of it, right?
They're gonna do that.
Got you. Yeah. But for Nicki Minaj, I think it's the personal part too, right? Yeah. Because around that time you seen the Cardi and Megan doing a whole bunch of stuff together.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So you know, Nicki looked at that like, oh,
she know. Hey, I gotta work with one of these new artists that got a name. So I gotta choose at least one, but two to make you look even more faker. Let me do two of them. She seen them two. Okay, I'm not rocking. For some reason, her Glorilla. I'm not rocking with Glorilla. I guess because she had already worked with Cardi B.
Yep.
Her and Megan Thee Stallion worked out at first, but they ended up falling out. So I'm not doing another song with her. Then I'm not finna work with Lotto because Lotto is too much of like a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She ain't switching accents every 5 seconds.
Okay, so I'm not gonna work with Lotto. So it's like, hey, I'm not working with none of you females. Just keeping it 100.
But Ice Spice from New York.
You're right.
Kind of basic,
Bronx,
right?
Not challenging me.
Yep.
Not
bigger than me, right? There's no competition.
And what's the first thing people say about Ice Spice? Oh, she like a little nigga.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. My
Sexy
son.
Red, not challenging me or nothing like that. She would never work with a Sexy Red. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Would never hang with Sexy Red.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never, no.
It just look good for marketing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she does not, and we need to understand this. And, you know, I've been seeing it get I always reference Malcolm X just so people can see that this was a thing back in the day. Our celebrities are not our role models. Our entertainers, our rappers, our actors, and athletes are not our role models, and they don't speak for us. Right. The ones that are and can, that's that. Salute to them. But just because you financially successful and you have a skill and a talent, don't mean you have our best interests. So
right.
I think the way they became that is because every time we had somebody that wasn't a celebrity or something, they killed them.
True.
Every time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the CIA program, the Black Messiah, whatever.
Right,
we ain't got to get into it, but y'all know what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you had somebody that could speak, truth to power, they were like, nah, we got to get them up out of here.
It's facts.
This is what it is. So that leave us with what? Finance. It's capitalist society, so that leave us with the capitalist side. Facts. That's what we say. Hey, man, well, you the guy that can get stuff moving because you got money.
Yeah.
If you say something, then they'll listen because you got money.
Right.
So they took all that. They took the freedom fighters away from us,
1,000%.
or they get them locked up. Either one. Either you getting shot, getting locked up, or you becoming an informant. You
And
choose
then-
which one you want.
Let's not even talk about them trying to control the media.
Oh,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
been doing that.
But they're trying to buy majority of it now. So it's like, bro, if you ain't got like different sources to base your opinions off of, or like, you know, I agree with this or I agree with that, bro. If you only got one network's dishing out the same shit, that's all you're gonna pretty much go with. That's all you're gonna know unless you do your own research.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Well, that's the crazy part.
They've
about
had
it.
the media since day
Since
one.
day one.
They never not had control.
But
of
I
the
will
media.
say this.
Yeah.
No matter what they buy at this point, I think it's too much out of the bag now.
Yeah,
Right?
people are doing their own research.
It's too much out the bag. Now you have a whole bunch of a group of idiots that ain't gonna do no research.
Yeah.
Right, but we gotta make sure that they get the message too.
Yeah.
You got a lot of them. They ain't gonna. This is the information age, and people still don't want to look for information. Like literally at your fingertips, you can
Google.
type in, "Is this true?" It'll pull up a whole thing. No, and they'll still be like, "Nah, he
And you
said
should
it, so it
double
gotta be
research.
true."
Don't always go with the AI thing because that AI stuff be wrong. You know,
It's programmed.
It be kind of programmed,
Yeah.
and it be in the right ballpark.
Yeah.
But go research for yourself. Go take different accounts. Go read up different websites, and then you got to open your mind up. Sometime I don't do the conspiracy theory stuff, and I don't like to argue conspiracy theories. I just like to go off the common sense, the logic, and reality
Right.
of what didn't happen, and how does it apply to what's going on now.
There you go.
What does this person have going on? Nicki Minaj, she's one that got a lot of reasoning that people are putting together.
Debt, right?
Dead,
Criminals
they claiming
around
that.
her.
Criminals, like,
know.
I don't know how a pardon would work because her husband has that on him. And to be fair
Mm-hmm.
to her husband, a big zoo, if you look at his case, it's not him touching on a child.
Mm-hmm.
It's not him, like, raping a woman as a grown woman,
Mm-hmm.
a grown woman.
It was an age
He was in
difference,
high
right?
school. He
Yeah.
was in high school. The girl was in high school. It's supposedly, from one of the write-ups I read, I can't confirm it all the way, they went home to have sex. They left school, and she got caught and turned it into, he da type shit.
Was
like,
she a white girl?
I don't know. I don't know what she was. I didn't look it up.
Trying to say,
I'm just saying.
His name Shannon?
So with that,
What's his
that
name?
could,
His name Shannon?
so with that could be some 50-50 in his situation. Now, brother, on the other hand,
Yeah.
nah, nigga.
Yeah, that
ain't no room for gray area.
They
You
found
got a
that in the
whole case
pajamas. Yeah.
multiple times. You out of there.
Yeah,
So,
out of there.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like that scene file, they'll put some black out on that, you know,
Yeah,
get
we'll
that,
figure
get that going,
hey,
you
we'll
know.
see, man.
Speaking of somebody else that's doing some nefarious activities too, that was with the black community, you know, doing the slut walks, doing this, that. Can you pull up the little picture from Amber Rose? Man, they love using the black community when it's beneficial, right?
Right.
She said, we wouldn't have no problem with Nicki Minaj if she was at the HBCU twerking. First off, why the HBCUs get so much strays, man? Every time something happened to somebody that's not black, they be quick to throw the HBCU in there, right? When your boy got unalive, Charlie, first thing they did was throw bomb threats at the HBCU. For what?
Yeah.
What the HBCUs got to do with Nicki Minaj, bro?
Yeah.
Nothing. This is a place of high learning.
Yeah.
All right?
Right.
And it's not like we the only ones who be twerking. White girls be twerking just as hard, bro. Like, they be turned the fuck up.
The problem is when they do it, it becomes swag.
Right.
it
Oh, she
comes
just
swag.
dancing. She's having
Yeah,
a good time.
swag.
Bitch, why I can't be having a good time?
You black.
Like when you a nigga, you know, like, you know, you go dance half naked and shit like that when you black. Oh, that's ratchet, that's trash, that's garbage. But other cultures, they go do the stuff like down there in Florida, what they call it, the carnival and shit.
Carnival, the Burning Man.
All that shit.
They be
it's
drunk
all,
out their
that's
goddamn
culture.
mind, naked.
That's culture.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
culture.
yeah.
The Jamaicans, they be doing the crazy humping
Yeah,
dances. I don't know what they call that shit. Nigga, thinking for somebody was doing that shit in the club out here,
Right.
and they'd be going crazy on
Right.
niggas.
Dirty wine. The dirty wine.
Amber Rose is a certified airhead. She's another one that doesn't speak for the black community, and she talks in circles and says a lot of dumb shit. She was anti-Trump many years ago. Now that's where the bag is at for her, so she's gonna jump out there and defend it. It's not her being a Republican for me. A lot of black people, they see you as a Republican, they're gonna say you're a sellout.
Yeah.
They're gonna say you're a coon. They're gonna say that about you, a lot of them. But for me, the surface level talk ain't that for me.
Yeah.
It's exactly what she said on the stage. Is why I have an issue with her going up there because of what she said. not her being a Republican. So for Amber Rose, you not really qualified to talk with me directly. We done heard you speak a lot. You push a lot of bullshit you don't stand on, and then you walk it back down. Like, how can you say that you're a Republican now and you're in support of Trump, but this many years ago you was pushing slut walk?
Thank you.
Open and liberal mindset for all sexualities and all this, but
Do a
now
whole
you with the
walks
people
for it.
that's now you're the people you with is completely against that.
Yep.
What are you
And
saying,
then-
Amber Rose?
Opportunists.
And then didn't she say that just because you voted for Trump or something like that, you're not like homophobic or like not racist? That was the comment, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It just seemed like they be saying a lot of homophobic and racist,
racist shit. Like, I feel like since he has gotten into office, you have seen a lot more true colors come out. A lot more people who are like, granted, it's been racist all these years, but it's like a lot more people who are like, this is America. I voted for Trump. They shouldn't be here. Go back to Mexico. I feel like some Mexicans are the hardest working people. Like, they be doing jobs I don't want to fucking do. Like, let's be honest. And I just feel like,
You know, a lot of Mexicans voted for Trump as well because they look at themselves as, hey, we're American.
Yeah.
We're Mexican Americans. They are a different group in Mexico than us. They don't have the same ideologies. They don't have the same mindset. And then a lot of the Mexicans in Mexico, they tell them they're not real Mexicans.
yeah.
Well, they got
That's
sold
how
a
that shit
hogwash
go.
too, though, right?
Huh?
They got sold a hogwash too. The whole thing was, no, we just gonna get rid of the criminals, right? So if you're a person that believed, right, that they just gonna get rid of the criminals, then you got sold.
Bro.
You got sold a bag.
You thought, I'm
Yeah.
be real with you. They won't say it.
Yeah.
Some of them will, but a lot of Mexicans that voted, they look at it if you're not legal, you are a
You are,
criminal.
you are.
They just, I be, bro. You know, I be look. They be
of
feeling.
course.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Mexican
Yeah.
Americans who are here illegally. They feel like, nah, y'all need to come over here illegally legally as well. That's how they feel about it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't give a shit.
Look, we talk about family stuff. Like, I was over a couple of my Hispanic partners' houses.
Yeah.
And I thought I always got to leave because, they was getting a little tense around them dinner table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you mean? Oh, hey, they can't stay. Nah. He was like, I voted for Trump.
Yeah. I'm telling you, nigga, they don't be, bro. Them niggas will tell you, bro.
I said, man, let me get my cilantro to go, man.
Yeah,
I
they
think I
want
Like
should
that
get out of
dude
here.
who started like Trump Burger and got his ass deported. You thought because you was a hardcore Trump person, your whole business wrapped around this man and got your ass deported. That should tell you everything you
Was
need
the
to know,
burgers
bro.
good, though?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't
Somebody
know.
told me it wasn't that good. Donald Trump got him up out of here.
Yeah, we got too
Well,
many.
thank you for your service. You're
If
no
I'm
longer
gonna eat
needed.
out, we got
They
too many
good.
food spots in Houston before. I try to stay away from burgers anyways, but we got too many food spots in Houston.
To
before
be
I
trying
get
that
some-
BS.
Yeah, facts.
Well, we're going to go and move on to another guy that was talking some BS because I'm just talking about media, right? The narrative has changed so much that these white people are just so victimized. Can you pull the JD Vance clip up, man?
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
Oh, they was cheering for that shit.
Thank God somebody said it.
What? When did it become a thing for white people to feel like, they had to apologize? They became these great victims. When did that happen?
Well, the thing is, the history of this country, everything has been ran and created off of white supremacy. And when you go to school as kids and you start learning the history of the country, it automatically puts it in your head. Then when people see what going on outside, the older and older you get, the white supremacy, the people that are dominant in society are all Caucasian in some form, shape, or fashion. So they've been getting called out. The more and more independent speakers and platforms and personalities in the world, they get to call it out directly. Well, y'all this, y'all that, y'all doing this. This ain't fair. That ain't fair. What's really happening? Oh, we got somebody that can combat some of the stuff y'all are saying. So that's all that is. Them trying to
more than
control
black
the
people,
narrative.
too.
Yeah,
It's
it's
more than black people.
But it's them not being able to control the narrative like they want to. And as for Nikki, that's what you were there speaking for. That's what you didn't really. She knew they prepped her for.
come on,
Yeah. So he just talking in his supremacist mindset.
And it helped them, right?
Yeah.
Because if you got a white person that is on the fence about this type of stuff, you could point to a Nicki Minaj and be like, "Oh, well, Nicki said it. This is how much how black women feel."
She don't speak for everybody though.
But they don't see that.
Yeah.
See, and there's a thing about even with TV now, right? It used to be like we were all programmed under a couple things. You know what I'm saying? We all watch the same thing. Only a couple channels. Yeah. But now, with it being so much out there, so much content out there, you got to put a Nicki out there to get the eyeballs there, right? And then now that she's there, she's a black person that they know, so they figured she's qualified to talk for black people.
Yeah.
Is she not? And also, whenever they bring somebody black like that on, they know this is the smoothing out black. This is a person they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna rock the cart. You ain't worry about it. They gonna smooth it out. They gonna hold our values and make sure that black people are right where they supposed to be at, right? I said this before in the show, and I say it again, man. Y'all looking for the wrong A that we want from white people. The A that we're looking for is accountability. That's what we don't want apologies. We want accountability. All right. Black people. We say we unapologetically black. Since y'all like to be racist stuff, be unapologetically white. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to erase stuff that happened out of the books. Yeah. Be unapologetically white. Yeah.
See, a lot of the white people who. See, to me, if you're not ready for this conversation, it's easy to just stay away from it.
Yep.
A lot of the white people who are dealing with that, it's like, hey, I don't feel like I want to be responsible or held accountable for what my ancestors did, the wrongdoings. But the benefits that come from them, I'll take it all. They don't look at it that way. Oh, we did this, we did that. Well, we didn't have nothing to do with that. Why do we got to pay for this? Why do we got to be held accountable for this? It's because the system is still set up to where y'all is winning off of it.
But you ain't got to be held. You make it right? All this talk about how, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this was back in the past. Well, make it right.
Well, that's the government.
I get that. I get that. And I know they're going to say, well, we paying our tax dollars. Okay, cool. Y'all have no problem when it comes to tax dollars going to other countries. That's y'all tax dollars too. When y'all be paying billions of dollars going to other countries, y'all have no problem then.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all have no problem with the paying to bail out big corporations. Y'all have no problem with them.
Yeah.
So bail out the blacks that y'all have done so wrong, even after slavery.
Yeah.
Figuring out ways to discriminate, figuring out ways to redline, all that stuff. So like, just pay the bill.
Yeah.
So we can be done with it.
Even like when it comes to like them trying to change marijuana to be like a class, I think it's a class 3, or I think I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's like a level 3 substance abuse. Like not substance abuse, a level 3 drug.
Yeah.
So basically they're lessening, basically saying it's not as harsh. It's more like just being prescribed something because they're more recognizing it that it can be used for medicinal use and medical purposes. But you still got people locked up for couple ounces, couple grams,
and they gonna be in there. Cause why? We trying to keep these private owned jails with the money.
But that's how, as a white person, make it right. Well, shit, fight for that shit. Say let them out.
They're not. You gotta remember, everything that they do in this country is a business. It's capitalism.
Yeah.
Right. So they got a couple jails right now suing states because the jail that they built was built for like 800 people or something like that.
Right.
They said y'all ain't filling them up. Right. Because again, contrary to belief, black people are slowing down with all this stuff. You know what I mean? You got
100%.
you know what I'm saying? Like the crime is going down a lot.
Every year slowing down.
Every year is going down, right? Contrary to belief, what they put out there for you guys. So they can't fill the prisons up fast enough. So now he's like, hey, bro, I'm not making any return on this. You only got 200 people locked up. You bought that 800. So, and then with them lessing the drug charge, that's gonna be even more.
Yeah.
But they can't go back on it now because they starting to make money on it.
Yeah.
So now they gonna figure something out.
Yeah, then you got to think too. Like, I just reference people. At one point in time, alcohol was demonized.
There you go.
Liquor was outlawed. It was, the prohibition game. Yeah. They had to start bootlegging and do all this other stuff. Well, they were bootlegging and all this other stuff. To the point now, as long as you're 21, you go buy a drink anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't like that back in the day. You could literally go buy bottles now. They used to get demonized for bootlegging the liquor and having liquor and things of that nature. It's like that with all this stuff, where they will, and then they sell drugs legally over the counter, legally, and make billions and trillions.
You got legalized drug dealers like right in the fucking pharmacies. Like the doctors got some.
They selling real live mind altering drugs to people. And they have their excuses and reasons or whatever. They still slanging drugs where they making a profit to these corporations. So it's like people got to stop letting them dictate your thought process of what is bad and what is good. Just because the white man say something don't mean that it's right. White is not always right.
Right.
And they the main ones be pushing all type of. You know, the other thing too is
We ain't invented no drugs.
Yeah.
Not one.
Well, the other thing too that we don't talk about too is the doctors, right? Mm-hmm. So, cause we talk about the pharmacy.
Yeah,
right? But then some of these doctors be so deep. They be so deep in the pockets with the pharmacy.
Facts.
Man, they'll misdiagnose you just to get the drug in you.
How do you think the
Misdiagnose you, man.
opioid pandemic started? Like the whole opioid issue with them, like a bunch of people got prescribed opioids for pain and like different things and stuff, and people got addicted.
Yes.
So, oh shit, I'm on my medication. I need some more. I need some more. I need some more. It's a whole agenda behind that. Now all of a sudden, oh, it's addictive. It's an addictive drug. Y'all knew that shit when y'all was prescribing it.
Well, you know who's the people that's addicted to the most. That's why it's sympathized. Yeah. Black people ain't addicted to opioids like that. Yeah, that majority. I did in the goddamn Ohio and stuff. You know, they addicted to it.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, we need to get programs set up. When people was on crack, you ain't care about no damn programs. But all right, whatever, man. So speaking of programming, and this has come in the last week or so, which has started an uproar, right? And I'm gonna just say, starting out, I think intent matters and the messaging matters. The F the Streets movement, right? Where y'all at on this?
Bro, I love that shit. I'm not gonna lie, and we may have different opinions on it, but I love that because first of all, a lot of these rappers came up from the streets. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. I get you had to hustle, do what you had to do to get to being where you are today. But they also understand that what that cost them. You know, it cost you like charges. It cost you family, friends. It cost you a lot of stuff. It cost you your homeboys probably getting shot for different things. You know what I'm saying? But now that you're older, you understand the sacrifices in which you had to make and the losses you took. And that's not always important. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You have some people that are like, oh, if you saying F the streets, and that's just saying like you're turning your back on the streets that made you. No, but it's just like I'm an adult now. I realize that was something I had to do, but it's not necessarily like I don't have to continue to be that way. I always be like, well, why are rappers, you have so much money, bro, but you still trying to be a hood nigga. Like you already been there. You done that. That's your history. You can't change history. But why do we have to keep pushing that narrative that you got some young boy like, oh, if I want to be a rapper, I got to be in the streets. That's the wrong narrative. You teaching them to be the wrong way. You can still be the smartest person in the fucking school and still be a rapper and speak on some shit that you gonna go through shit. Everybody go through shit.
Everybody go through shit.
It ain't gotta be, oh, I was a hood nigga and I was selling dope and I shot some people. My homeboy died. Why I gotta be trauma to come behind that?
I like that. I like that. Hey, I'm
now I ain't no hood nigga, but I grew up in the hood. But I'm just saying, you know,
you hood adjacent. You hood adjacent.
So when somebody casually sees F the streets, anybody is going to think, oh, that's a positive message because you thinking F the streets, you're automatically thinking shooting, killing, robbing, going to prison, losing your friends, family, all the bad shit. The reason why this is a debate is because that's not why it was pushed. When you put the intent in context. If the streets is cool when the context is correct. When 21 Savage put it out, it was a whole tweet that went with it.
You right.
The stuff prior and before is not gonna tell the people you're saying F the streets for the bad part. He did say trauma in the end, but you mentioned Gunna and Thug squashing a beef where he told before, just get past it, even though he told on you too now. We already gave him a pass again. So when you say F the streets, the people watching are saying, well, hold on. You're not saying this for the betterment of us. You're saying this because you want to say F the street code. That's why the uproar started. Because if he says it how you just said it, we not even talking like it's not even a trending topic. You feel what I'm saying? And then to go deeper into it, like I told my supporters and viewers, and a lot of them are mad at me. They don't want to hear it. They not trying to hear it. There is I don't have urban politicians without the streets. Everything that comes from the streets is not bad.
True.
That's 100%. Whether it be you got your game from the streets, you got your wisdom, your street smarts. Our mamas got street smarts. Our daddies got street smarts, and they not street as in gangsters, but my whole style is street.
Yeah.
Everything that I wear, Jordans,
Yeah.
they come from the streets.
Streetwear.
The streetwear. You understand what I'm saying? I got on a Rolex watch and a
Chain.
gold chain. This is from the streets.
Yeah.
This don't come from the suburbs. This don't come from, hey, we wearing this because we saw a white man with it. I'm wearing this because I seen street niggas with it.
Yeah.
I wake up every day and do everything that street niggas do besides violence and crime. I dress like street niggas in Houston. I talk like street niggas in Houston. I like the same cars like street niggas in Houston. I rap. When I freestyle, I sound like a street nigga.
And that's
My
what I'm talking
slang,
about.
everything. I even just slept with the same women as street niggas in Houston. We didn't same spots, all that. So when you say the F the streets without context, it's gonna turn into that.
Yeah.
It's gonna make like, hold on, what are y'all really saying? And then when you know the full story, it's like, oh nah, nigga, we ain't going with that. That's like we turn our back on our people. On top of the fact, let's keep it 100. They still making street music.
Yeah.
I still have a music catalog. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm a hypocrite in life. We all are. If you under God and you are human on this earth, you understand that you are moving in sin, and you're gonna have hypocritical things in your life. I'll do that at my own account, but I won't let nobody else make me be a hypocrite. So you're not finna tell me, hey, F the streets, and you don't provide context with it. But then I'm finna go jam my music in my library with thousands of songs, and it's about selling dope, robbing, and street shit. No, nigga, I'm not gonna say F the streets when I know I'm not gonna stop listening to street music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we don't want people killing, robbing, and doing gangster time. And I know if some of y'all come do a concert, hey, I want to go to your concert, nigga. So I'm gonna say F the streets.
I'm listening to the
So
street.
y'all gonna do an F the streets tour and perform all your street music? No, you can't do that. So I'm not gonna let dudes have me walk in hypocritical form on account of them trying to get their narrative off.
Yeah.
It's no beef, it's no pressure, but I can't rock with that. That's just me.
I mean, it could be beef now because they said the streets, so they, whatever they want to do, they'll be hypocrites. And they want, and they want.
They don't really mean, but we know they don't mean it. The dude just dropped the album the week before about killing niggas.
Who is dude?
21 Savage.
Oh.
His album had just dropped about killing niggas. His next album is going to be about killing niggas. He has to tour for that album. So he's going to go on the stage and perform killing niggas. So you going to perform this whole song about killing niggas and then say F the streets.
And he
What
do
are
it
we
so
doing?
well. He do it so well.
But then
What are
you
we
said
doing?
that the main point was that he was just saying about the code, which is about when Gunna basically got.
He snitched on Thug.
Did he snitch on Thug?
Yeah, he snitched in the on the trial when they was on trial.
I'm put it to you like this too, because the intent matters. What you said, right? If they would have led like that, right, that'd have been beautiful. What you said, if they would have led like that, that'd have been more reasonable. What he's saying though is true. Context, intent, all that stuff goes into what's going on here. You can't do that. You can't be in the streets and then be like, oh nah, I want to get too real for you. That's the street.
I don't want to be caught.
I don't want to be caught.
This is based off of the fact that 21 Savage is friends with Young Thug. That's his guy. That's his boy. They phone calls got leaked and everything. He was saying, man, just use him for the money, man. Use him on the label. Whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. And so, you know, people knew that 21 Savage was loyal to Young Thug in this. Well, when Young Thug's interrogation tapes came out, he was talking for 2 hours with the police. Now, he didn't go in there and directly and say, he did this, he did that, he was trying to spin him, whatever. But people started saying, well, hold on, 21, you said you that Gunna was snitching when he went and took the plea deal on Thug. But why ain't Thug a snitch when he was mentioning names and trying to work out deals with the police and let's exchange numbers? So 21 was getting that backlash after he did the interview with Big Bank.
Yeah.
So that a few days later, that's when he went and put out them 5 tweets. Hey, man, 21 was like, man, so I ain't real no more. I tell them how I did this. Tell them how I tried to squash the beef. I tried to do this. PQC. I told you face to face at the party, you did bad, but I never went to the internet about you because I didn't want to mess up the money. So it's like you are saying you are overlooking snitching.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
That's all this is.
That's all it is.
We needed a different messenger.
Yeah.
Not them. Not them. And then the other thing too, like you said, you gonna go out there perform them hits, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You gonna say at the streets, but what are you doing? Like, are you going out there taking that money that you get from that tour? Are you putting it back into the streets, right? Yeah. Are you building youth centers? Are you building, you know what I'm saying, school? Are you helping out with? Because if you're gonna say at the streets and you're gonna do 180, then it's time for you to go ahead and give back to them streets. Yeah. Make sure them streets get healed from everything that you put out there.
Yeah.
Right.
The dude said that, man. Nigga said, "Hey, I ain't finna." He said, "It ain't no F the streets for me." He said, "I'm here to revive the streets."
There you go.
So I said, "Hey, nah, I feel it, dog. Like I say, I'm finna go get in the streets right now. Like I come from the streets, bro. Like for real. A nigga not out here thugging, doing gangsta, huh?
Love the streets.
Me too. I love it all. Shit, I love. Nigga, man, what? Like, come on, bro, and I'm not doing no dumb shit, and we need to avoid that bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's the part I get conflicted on, right? Because the other part is like, because I seen some other people that talking about, nah, y'all tripping, but them ain't good spokesmen either.
Yeah.
For what's going on. And I'm like, but why every time I bond with you, it got to be over some trauma? You know what I'm saying? Like, I done flew out for funerals before over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to keep burying people over trauma. You know, like, every time we link up, it's because, we need to go ride out, do this, do that. Like, why every time we link up, it got to be some BS? I can't just bond with you because we both cool. We both like cars. Like you said, we both like cars. We both like... Why it all got to be, man, you know, we got to go get them boys back. You know what I'm saying? Like... And this people, that's comes the trauma and the PTSD from it all.
Yeah.
And people are tired of that. Especially if you're not seeking on mental health, nothing like that, right? So I understand that part. And if he would have messaged that better, he should have got with his marketing team. Message that better, right? It would have been better.
But it ain't the message it better. He really said it in some realms of like Gunna and Thug, let's squash this beef, overlook the snitching. That's what it was about.
But let me ask you this though, right? Because we are talking about the street code and everything, and the not crashing out. Because you can be a part of the streets and not crash out, right?
100%.
Gunna was an artist,
right?
Let's just be cut.
He was never a thug.
He was never a thug, right?
Yeah.
And he made great street music, right? He made great street music, right? Yeah. Well, even if he was portraying it, whatever.
Yeah.
But we can all tell the eyeball out of that situation with Gunna. Everybody can tell that, right? Yeah. So why would you if you real street dude, why are you putting him in a situation where you know he gonna snitch?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? He didn't have to say what he said, but by him, he's guilty by it. This is how the police and the feds work. But this is what needs to be taught to the children. If you're going to tat a gang name on you, you're going to do the gang signs, and you're going to claim a gang, you're guilty by association. You in it. Yeah. So when you come and you a top dude getting money over there, they didn't put you in it. You want to be down with it. Yeah. So you claiming this to get on. I'm getting this tatted on me. I got YSL on my arm. I got slat on my hand. I'm using a language. I'm throwing the signs up. We doing the handshakes. We always together.
But when is it just entertainment though?
It ain't never just entertainment if it's real street shit going on.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
If it's real street shit. So you were, he was a Crip first. He's a Rolling 60 Crip. He got the blue flag on. His OG is the reason he got with Young Thug. His OG put him with Young Thug. He got an old video with Nipsey Hussle with a blue flag on his head, rapping about, cripping and all. Y'all.
Wait, so Gunna's
a Rolling 60 Crip. He is a Crip. Yeah.
But he ain't no thug. I'm confused.
They all did.
He's a Crip. No, the fans want to believe that because they want to be like, oh, he didn't do nothing wrong. He not a thug. No. He know what he did. He's a Rolling 60 Crip.
Well, he probably affiliated.
No, he's a real Crip. He got a blue flag.
No, I'm saying, people.
Bro, he said, hold on one of his biggest songs with Lil Baby off that Drip Too Hard. Don't get it confused. I'm still banging the 6.
No, I get that. I get that.
60.
But that's just clever stuff to say. But
you can't, bro.
No, I know what you're saying.
He's a Rolling 60
No, I know what
Crip,
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
He got Nipsey Hussle in videos.
There you go. But I know what you're saying. But like, even with all that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've been around bangers. You probably most likely been around bangers and everything.
100%.
Like you know who's really like banging and who's just like there for the aesthetic of it all. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
once you in though.
It's one thing to hang around them, but it's another thing to get all that shit tatted on you and like have flags and all this stuff, bro.
You wear a flag on your head.
If you going out there,
I know plenty of members across the country. I've never put a bandana on my head. I've never thrown up none of their gang signs, and I don't have a tattoo on my body. And I've never went on the song and said I'm banging at 6.
Yeah, claimed a certain side.
Come on, no, man. No, we
after
not doing that.
After a dude.
You really have an OG. He has an OG.
I ain't gonna say what I was
Rest in peace
affiliated
to
with.
his homie, a Troop. This is a known storyline before they caught the Rico.
Yeah.
My homie Troop came to me and brought me gun and said, hey, bro, I need you to turn him up and make him into a star. That's why Thug does have that favor for Gunna. That's why before this Rico, you could go look on video. Thug is always saying, man, I'm so happy. Gunna's my real friend. I mean, this y'all don't get it, how close friends we are. He's a real, to y'all see him as a superstar, but I just see him as my friend.
Yeah.
He's my friend. And then, man, he bought his mama a house. Bro, it just put big smiles on my faces when I see my friend doing this. So people ain't understanding what Thug is going through with the hurt and the, like, bro, I saw the video of you in the courtroom and you couldn't think to just say, hell no, like I'm not taking that deal.
No comment.
It's your right to plead the goddamn fifth.
No comment.
It's your right, bro.
Supposedly they go in there. Well, no, that was that court segment they went to was strictly for him to take that plea deal. They send it to your lawyer first. Your lawyer supposed to go over it with you. This is what you're gonna have to say. So he went inside the courtroom, and this is your last chance now. Hey, when they read it to you, you either go to go home, you have to agree with it. If you don't agree, you don't go home that day.
Yeah.
All it is broke. He wasn't trying to, he was like, hey, in my mind, they done told me, they told him he wasn't gonna affect Young Thug. Come on, dog. I'm going to go in the courtroom. They read Jeffrey Williams' name to you.
Yeah.
You can't say yes to nothing after that. Then they tell you to say, YSL is a gang and it must end. I'm aware of crimes that YSL has committed. They are a detriment to the community. Like, no, you can't do that. Like,
Man,
I feel like if you a street nigga and you claimed all that other shit, bro, you should know it comes with that territory. So you should know for a fact that if that shit comes about and it's gonna come around, you either gonna stay solid or you gonna fucking fold.
I like what you just
And
said.
I feel like if you know you gonna fucking fold, why you in that shit any fucking way?
Bro, that's all niggas is saying, and they're not telling the youth the real. Like, hey, I'm waiting for the nigga that be telling, because I don't give a damn. I don't look up paperwork. I'm not Googling nobody's name. I don't really give two fucks who told on who. I tell niggas this in the videos I do. I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas snitching and telling or none of that. But if that's what the eyes at for the day, I will speak on it because I know that then if anybody watch my videos for the last 7 years, I come put the real information out there after I give y'all the facts. I don't care who told on who. Where I grew up at, the city I grew up in, niggas wasn't having no paperwork parties and shit outside. That was for niggas in prison or niggas that was in the streets that had that going on. You were here at the barbershop, oh, this nigga here told, that nigga there told, or whatever, or you'll hear from one of your homies, hey, they gonna just volunteer the information, but it stops there. You move accordingly, whatever. But they making this a whole thing. I'm ready for the nigga that been told, come to the internet and said, hey, bro, I was looking at 20 years or 15 years. I got nervous. I got scared. I didn't want to do all that time. So I told them what they wanted. I told them what they wanted to hear because I wasn't man enough to take accountability and responsibility for my actions and the laws that I broke. Can we get a snitch to come out and say that so we can show that to the youth?
You asking for accountability, brother.
Huh? Yeah, that's all I want. I don't care about none of that other shit, bro. I'm not out here sliding and riding and killing and stepping on niggas. You feel me? But let's speak the real, bro. This snitching shit is not about being a gangster. This snitching shit is not about who the hardest nigga or this or that. It's about, hey, fam, did you want to take accountability for your actions? In our culture, our lineage, snitching go back to the slavery days.
That's it.
Well, hey, we can't let Massa know what we got going on. Oh, that nigga there, we got to keep him out the business because he'll go tell Massa, we got a nigga over there that can read. Hey, we got extra food.
We out here in a couple of days.
We going to be running in a couple of days or this and this and that. That's what snitching come from for us. Then the Italians brought it in. So it's just a code with black people. Nobody likes a tattletale. But then the Italians brought it in on some criminal organization shit and made it represent that, hey man, murder. Death before dishonor. Costa Nostras don't exist. This thing of ours don't exist.
Manipulation.
That's exactly. And then a lot of them niggas stood tall. A lot of them niggas told.
Yeah.
Same thing with us as niggas. A lot of niggas stand tall. A lot of niggas fold. It is what it is.
So, hey, with that being said, though, we do got to keep that in this right here. Yeah. Hey, man, can you post the last picture I sent you? Because everybody don't need to be talking about this, man, and we out of here, man.
Yeah, so.
Ariana Grande talking about hit the streets. Man, come on, man. What are you doing? We doing too much, man.
Don't wait. When is she
doing too much, man, huh?
When is she